going to be talking about journals today. I'm going to start off with updating on my Stalogy notebooks. So I have my A6 Stalogy here, and I've been using it as a quote notebook basically. From the very beginning, I've been writing with this same gray ink, and that was the Pilot juice pen, but it ran out of ink. So once I finished using that, I've been using the TWSBI Eco in extra fine to do my writings. So I've been doing that at the back. I'm almost done with this journal. Just a few pages at the end, and I've been color coding based off a different entry, so each entry has a colored dot next to it, but the colors don't actually mean anything. And I've been mainly using the Crayola Super Tips because I'm trying to use them up. These are my last ones I have from like the very first pack of Crayola Super Tips I ever bought, so I'm finally using them up. And in here I just write a bunch of quotes. They mainly come from Tumblr and Pinterest because personally I've been really into trying to clean up my digital garden or digital landscape and just clear off my likes and everything because I have so much on there. It's like overwhelming as well. So having a place to put it in a physical way has been really nice. So I just take some time, I do a few pages here and there and fill it out. Next, let's do my media journal. This one I've been really into. So in the beginning, I have been tracking my media, so what I've been reading and what I've been watching. I've definitely been watching way more than I've been reading. The last time I filmed, I left off on this book. I watched Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim movie in theaters alone, and it was so good. I really liked it. And then I have some other books and my other entries. One thing I want to talk about is the color coding I use. So I've been using these dual tip markers, and they're basically brush tip on one end and then just like the pen on the other end. I think like it's not like a Tombow, but it's just like it was at Home Goods. Anyways, so basically I color code. So my color coding is like pink for like personal thoughts, purple for like direct quotes, and then blue for vocabulary, if there are any. Most of the time I use pink and purple the most. So, and I've been using a photo printer to print these, and this is on transparent photo paper, and I really like the way it looks. I stopped trying to size it a particular way, and I just let it print the regular default size. And then I just put in my rating at the end. My writing is like, it's not trying to be like a super movie critic or book critic or whatever. It's just like whatever I think of at the time, and I'll write about it. I also have like some movies where I gave up on watching. I tried to watch Despicable Me 3, but I stopped watching it and I haven't finished it yet. So this spread is empty for now. But I've been watching a lot on Peacock, and that's what my only streaming site right now. I got the Black Friday deal, so I've been really into that. And I just write whenever I feel like it and whatever I feel like writing. And I've just been watching and reading a lot. It's been really fun using this journal. For the top, I've been doing my start and finish day, or when I watched it and when I read it, and a little bit of information of when it was published or when the film came out, and then a lot about the genre, and then I do a little synopsis at the end as well. Paddington was really good. I really liked watching Paddington. And then, oh yeah, in here I'm using my TWSBI fountain pen as well. And for the headers, I typically am using Tombow brush pens in the soft tip, or I've also been using the calligraphy pens a lot as well. It's just what I have, so that's what I'm doing. Most of the time I watch things alone because I have no one else to watch what I want to watch with. So it's like, that's why I like journaling, because it's just my thoughts. I just write what I feel, what I think at the time. It has no like real flow. It just it just comes out of me, I guess. And it's just like whatever I want to write, I write. It might make sense, it might not. It might be on topic to the movie, it might not be. Sometimes I just journal and write about random stuff as well. Like I'll write about what I think about streaming, what I think about cable TV, randomly in the middle of a spread. But it's just whatever. I don't really read it back anyways, so that's another thing as well. But it's just fun. I really like this. It's a great way to log what I'm watching and reading. Really like the musicals. I'm currently watching That 70s Show, and I have a lot of thoughts about it. And yeah, I've been doing a pencil. So after 5 boxes, I've been penciling in a little divider for a column. Why I picked 5 is I wanted an even number on both sides so that if I have my color coding, it's like perfectly in the middle. So that's why I did it that way. But yeah, this is just the B6 in the full size, and I'm liking it. This is a notebook that I'm repurposing because in the very beginning I used it for something else, and then I have the rest of the notebook, so that's what the media journal is all about for me. I'm just trying to reuse and like find a new purpose for this journal. I don't know if I would buy it again. I definitely want to continue media journaling, but maybe I'll do it in a different notebook. But I've been enjoying it so far, and I'm gonna continue to enjoy it and watch movies. Okay, so this is my Jibun Techo planner that I use as my daily journal, and we're in March. I filled out the beginning spread. I've been filling it out with music, and I did a journaling spread every day basically. I'm going to talk more about this in my other update video when I update this daily journal, but I've been really enjoying it still. It's really been fun, and I like all the spreads I can do. That I can be creative and use the different markers. Like for example, this is written with my dual tip and the pen side, so I really just like having color and using stickers when I have them. And this is where I've been using the Deco Rush tape, and I actually finished this one. So this is the floral one, and there's like no more. I reached the end, so that one's done. That's another empty. But I basically finished Deco Rushing the entire rest of March, so decorating in advance is really helpful. Well, that's that. This is the star of this video, in my opinion, but this is like a journal I haven't shown yet, but I've been working on a lot. So here's just a Hobonichi pencil board. I've been using this for a very long time. It's like my only one and my first one, and it works great. But this is a spiral notebook. I bought it on in a pack of 3 on Amazon a long time ago. It's like a couple years ago. I finished one of them, I gave one away, and this is my last one, my third one. So it's just a spiral frosty cover and spiral, and it's a dotted journal. So this was one of the journals where long time ago I tried to do financial journaling and like tracking my finances in an actual book. So I started doing this, and it was like 2023, I think. Yeah, it was 2023 when I tried to do that, but I gave up, and then I just had this sitting in my closet for a long time. But then I was like, okay, time for me to use it. So that's what I'm using it for now. And then here's my cover page. So yeah, I just like it. This is just for me, like, I'll talk more about how I use it, but this is my cover page. I don't know, I just like came to me at one point, and I like it. So it's like, I'm trying to play on the idea of like my channel name and like what I was thinking about, and using that as like the cover of my journal. So this is just like a very creative outlet for me to journal about random things. So I just wrote like, these memories and moments are in constant motion, echoing through time until the growth they've sparked quietly blooms within me. And I wrote a little thing like, Life must be lived in motion, a series of moments to be felt and embraced. But in the pages of my journal, I relive, I understand, and let go. Writing my feelings out helps my heart make sense of the chaos, and in releasing what no longer serves me, I gather the courage to embrace change and make space for new beginnings. I'm learning to trust my own pace, stay in my lane, and embrace each moment as part of my story. Through journaling, I wish to document the little things, shift in perspective, and my growth, capturing life as it unfolds, and making sense of the journey along the way. Well, that's that. I really like it, but that's just me. Okay, anyways, so I started this journal, and this one is my first page, and I really like it. Okay, so in terms of what I use in here, a lot of it is scrap paper, and then I have a lot of my Sticky Club subscription notepads I got. I put those in here, and some other scrap pieces of paper. Bought like a 6-pack of like little washi picture books that are stickers, and these are like all I have left from that after I put some in here. So that's where a lot of the pictures are from. These are like washi stickers, and then like notepads, and then I also use a bunch of scrap paper and origami paper for color as well, and occasionally I do stickers. But a big thing about this journal is that it warps the pages when I use glue, so that's a big thing. Why I keep it all in here. Like, I've been doing a lot of gluing and papers and scrap papers in here, and I like it, but I always keep it in here because, for example, in my daily journal, I don't glue as much, and I like it because it stays like thinner, versus like when I glue stuff, it warps the pages. So that's just this journal, so I try to keep those things separate, but I like it anyways. So I just do a header and just like decorate however I want to decorate, what comes to me, collaging, and then I just write. What I'm writing in here with is the Uni Ball Gel 1 pen in 3.8. About random stuff. Again, another difference between this one and my daily journal is that my daily journal is very much organized by the date. What happened that day, what I felt, what I did, stuff like that. Versus this is very like, oh, just in general. It has no specific date. Sometimes I'll mention certain things that are happening, or I'll mention that, hey, it's March 2025 or winter 2025, stuff like that. But each entry isn't really related to a date or anything specific. Even though I talk about my life in here a little bit, I'm not talking specifically about an event that happened in my life, just like maybe overall feelings. And it's just like pop culture stuff, maybe some news, politics, whatever, and just like stuff I like. I'm also really influenced by what I like to watch in terms of on YouTube or like podcasts. Those will sometimes bring me ideas of like what I want to write about. And I think what I like about that is that it's very reflective of like of my life right now. Like, what am I thinking about? And what am I looking at when I go on social media? So it's kind of like a little record, time capsule of my life right now and what I'm really into, if you will. I wouldn't say it's a commonplace. At this point, I feel like all my journals, I refer to them as journal, even though I have like, oh, daily journal, but otherwise I consider them, all of them, to just be a journal. But this one, again, is like not based off the date, just like whatever I feel like writing about. And yeah, so like, for example, I've been really into aesthetics. I love the library. I do like some quotes here and there, just fill it out. And just like talking about like life and just like random things, working on like self-improvement and just personal stuff I want to think about and be considerate of in my life, and like how I want to work on my own self-improvement and growth. So that's a lot of my topics that I write about in here. And that's really reflective of like where I am in life as well right now. So it's kind of cool to look at that, and like if I'm like later when I'm older and like look back at that, it'll become interesting to see, oh, this is what I was thinking about at that time. Yeah, it's just very, there's a lot of variety in here, I would say. Like some quotes. I will say I wouldn't buy the spiral again. I've tried a lot of stuff now. I don't like how it like interrupts my writing, so I definitely won't rebuy it. But again, this is a journal that I had in my closet for a while, and it was like, okay, I have so many unfinished journals. This is the year I just work on all of them, so that's a big thing as well. And I have some spreads that I haven't finished it yet, but I'm gonna go back to them. And so I've been really into like turning the page as well, and writing this way. It's really been helpful. Oh yeah, and I was thinking that it isn't really much of a commonplace. I mean, I feel like I'm not too sure how to use those words anymore, but it's like, because I'm not copying down anything, I wouldn't consider it a commonplace. Well, besides the quotes I'm copying down, but in terms of like the topics, they're really random, and I'm not looking at any particular article or video. It's like a mix of everything, so that's why I would just call it a journal. Yeah, and I like how I can be creative with like the decoration as well. I've been really having fun with that. And doing like colors as well. It's just like, I really like this journal because it's really colorful compared to other ones that I have. So it's just like a place for me to have fun in, and I really enjoy that. A lot of my titles are with the brush pens I have. And again, I'm not done with these spreads. But yeah, just been talking about a lot of things on my mind. It could be like stuff happening in the news, thinking about who I am, who I want to be as a person, how can I work on myself, notice patterns, feeling alone, wanting to make connections with myself and other people. Booktube, overconsumption has been something I've been watching a lot about, so I just like talk about it. More spreads I haven't finished yet. I would say that's also the thing, is like, I just have spreads I haven't finished, I finish. It's like I go back and forth a lot, so it's like really free flow. When I feel like writing in it, I will. Some days I just feel like decorating, and I'll just like sit down and do all the gluing, especially because when I use glue I have to wash my hands after, and I don't like that feeling of glue on my fingers, so I do that all at once, and then I decorate, and then I randomly just like think about different topics and I write them down, but I don't feel like writing at that very moment, so I just leave it until later. Trying to do like a, I don't know if this is like the Dutch door spread. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that later. Origami, teared pieces. It's like, these are some of the ones I decorated already. Yeah, these are all the ones I decorated, but I haven't filled it in with what I want to do yet. But eventually I'll find some time and write in it. But yeah, it's like from a Shake Shack packaging. It's Trader Joe's stickers. And then all the photos I've been trying to use up. Trying different things so I can like flip it around. Oops. Yeah, this is a dotted journal spiral. I've been really liking it, and I'm happy to be using it, and I can't wait to finish it. And I don't know if I really explained what I've been doing in here, but either way, I enjoy it. I really like it. And yeah, this is my journal. And this was my March update. Thank you for watching. Bye.